Hi everyone, Simon here again with a new haircut, which is free, so no cost, because I did it myself. Mind you, there isn't much hair to cut these days. Speaking of costs, I thought I'd do a very short video about our monthly living expenses here in the Philippines. Now, my wife and I did spend 4 years living in Manila, and the expenses were much higher there, being the city. But where we are now in the province is so much cheaper. So, the same as my solar video, and by the way, thank you to you if you watched that video and my previous videos on my channel. As always, guys, I really do appreciate it. So there's no need to do a very long, drawn out video about living costs. So hopefully this video may take 10, maybe 12 minutes, if that. So now we know living expenses, it varies from person to person and family to family, and these costs, what I will go through, is only for my wife and I and our 5 dogs. Yes, 5 dogs. We have 3 Shih Tzus and 2 guard dogs. So that's the extended family, which come at a cost, obviously. Now, we are quite grateful and very humble and feel genuinely privileged that we don't have a mortgage or rent, because we built our new home out of our finances. So that's a big chunk of someone's monthly living expenses. To give you an idea, we rented a 3-bedroom condo in Manila, and the rent alone was 27,000 pesos. So we were spending that plus around 5k for the monthly dues and that kind of thing. So we don't have a mortgage, we don't have rent, this is just our living expenses. But as I said, it does vary from people to people. Now the monthly figure that I will share with you, it may surprise you, it may not, I don't know, but this is what we typically spend a month. Now our income is much more than that, but we have got a happy medium balance where we have genuinely a great life living, get this, 30,000 pesos per month. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more, but I've worked out our typical average monthly spend is 30k. As I said, our income is more than that because I have private pensions from the UK. I'm not at that age yet to claim my government pension. That only kicks in when I get to age 67, and I'm currently 58 years of age. So some years to go yet until I get that. But anyway, that's years away. So let me break it down, and there aren't a lot of items to mention, but of course the biggest cost, apart from mortgage and rent for people, is food. We spend monthly sometimes 12k, sometimes 15, sometimes 20. So if I put the maximum amount as our living expenses, that would be the ballpark figure. So let's say food, we spend 20,000. Of that 20,000, we buy steak, we buy salmon, which is expensive. We buy dog food, which is expensive. And I like my coffee in the morning, and I like it with milk, no sugar, because I'm sweet enough. just with milk, and I buy the cow head milk by the carton, 1 litre carton, and that's from Australia, and that is about 100 pesos per carton, and normally we buy 8 of those, so that's a big cost on its own, really. Yeah, so we buy all our food, chicken, pork, and also included in that is the dog food, so dog biscuits and tinned meat and that kind of stuff. So let's say the maximum that we spend is 20k on food. The next cost is internet, because we all need that these days. 1k, sorry no, 1.4k, and that's for 50 megabyte speed, which for us is plenty. It's not always reliable where we are, but we do have fibre cable from the exchange, wherever that is in the village, all the way here. But the cable is above ground. It goes from post to post and tree to tree, and the amount of times we've lost internet because the cable's been cut or it's been damaged by the winds and the trees. But anyway, this is one of the things that we have to live with in the Philippines. We don't have the luxury of having it underground like most cables are in the Western world. So yeah, 1.4k for Wi-Fi. We have mains water, believe it or not. Everybody seems to think that you only have a well here in the province, but we do have a well, but we use that as a garden feature, not to get water from the well. So we do have mains water. We are in the 21st century. Only just. So our mains water that we shower in and wash the plates, etc., is 200 pesos a month. 200 pesos a month for mains water. And it's clean. Of course, it's clean. It's clean, and it's been treated. So yeah, 200 pesos a month for water. Our drinking water is the similar price. We get the big gallons for the water cooler, and that is around 200 pesos a month as well. We spend approximately 1k per month on diesel, and that does last us a month, because we go from our home to Rojas, which is around 12 kilometers away from our home, and that is the nearest shopping main grocery store where we buy our goods from. There are local sari stores around that we do buy bits and if we need to, but our general run to the grocery store supermarket is 12 kilometers away. 1k a month for diesel, and that's it. Actually no, there's one more thing which is very important to us. We do spend between 3k and 5k on entertaining, either at home or when we go out to dinner. My wife and I, Cherry, went out for a dinner date again, I think it was 2 nights ago. So we like to go out and dine, and there are some nice, really nice restaurants around the area that's quite close by. So we do that also on a regular basis. So if you tally up all those items, it comes to no more than 30,000 pesos per month. And as I said earlier in the video, it's all relative to how you want to live your life and what you want from your life and your needs and demands. But we genuinely think and feel that for us, around 30k works for us. We have a very good standard of life. We eat well. Sometimes we even save money. What we might save money is we don't spend all of the 30k, so that's being pocketed. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it in a nutshell, really, on monthly expenses. We are blessed because we don't have an electricity bill, because we are fully solar powered, of which I covered that in my previous video about the solar system. But we could easily add on another, oh my god, if we didn't have solar and if we were mains connected to the power grid, we would definitely spend at least 10k a month, because again, us whiteys, we don't do heat very well, so the AC would have to be on almost 27. So yeah, so we don't have a bill, and the only other time that we buy the gas cylinder, because we have a gas cooker outside, but genuinely we don't use that a lot, because being solar powered, we do most of our cooking on the electric hob that we have here on the island, and also the fan assisted oven. And we cook rice every day in the rice cooker. I have minimum 2 coffees in the morning. That's my routine. I have a green tea in the afternoon. So we're boiling kettles, not all day, but quite a few times a day, and yeah, cooking rice every day. The dogs eat twice a day. My wife eats 2 or 3 times a day. I don't know how she stays so thin, genuinely. She must have hollow legs. I swear, she eats more than me. But yeah, she's one of those lucky people that stays skinny even though she eats a lot. So guys, hopefully you found that interesting, hopefully, and informative. I'm sure I will have some comments about the video, about that figure of 30k. But as I said, that works for us. That genuinely works for us. Our income is a lot more than that, but we only spend 30k a month, maximum 30k a month. So guys, as always, I really do appreciate it. If you can, please share, like and subscribe. I would genuinely appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.